Her name is Cathy Upshire. She is a book reader, poemist, and this is titled Women Find Thyself. Let's hear it for Cathy.
Good afternoon, everyone. I want to share a poem I wrote some years ago. It's entitled, Loving the Woman Within. Sorry, this is for the ladies. Men. But here's the deal. We as women, we spend so much time and energy loving on everybody but ourselves. And unfortunately, we are either not on the list at all, or at the bottom of the list, or we just are not on it at all. And so I want to say this to every woman here in the room and those who are listening live, that it is okay to be at the top of the list. In fact, it is absolutely necessary. And so, stop bringing up the things of old and reminding me of my sins. The things that made me hate myself. I'm not doing those things again. Yes, I gave myself to this one and that one, and I did it again and again. But this is now, see, that was then. I'm loving the woman within. Not understanding who I was or the merits of my worth. Not realizing the value of the things I had from birth. Always last on the list and putting others first and feeling guilty when last I tried to buy a simple purse. So I'm going to do something just for me. And I'm not sharing it with you. Because I feel I deserve to be first sometimes. My God, I'm somebody too. I'm going to love on myself. Cherish myself like a rare ruby or pearl. And value the woman I am today. I'm precious in all the world. I'm going to take time to pamper myself and to treat me like a queen. And I don't expect to do anything less because my fiancé is the king. Now, I don't know what he saw in me, but apparently something good. So I'm going to treat myself the way the barad of a king would. So, girl, you better get up from there and do something with your hair. Buy a new dress, a new pair of shoes, an extreme makeover, if you dare. Now, some of you may not understand, and to some, it might be a sin. But a girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do, because I'm loving the woman within.
All right. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, help her. Make sure she got off the stage okay.
Now, AJ, I'm gonna interview Cathy over here.
Somebody just got saved in here.
Yeah, I want to hear a little bit more. Up here? You want to do it up here? Oh, okay. All right.
Go ahead.
They told me to put her
We
over
want to talk to her. Let's talk to Cathy for a moment.
Cathy, come on up here.
Good job.
All right.
I got stage fright because I've been told to keep up stage. Cathy, first of all, give it up one more time. Come on. So, I was fortunate enough to be here last Friday to watch most of the acts, and Cathy's particularly, and this I'm not trying to sway the judges, but her story and her poem specifically spoke to me as I have 2 daughters, and given, just the fact that the words are so true, and as a male, I don't think about stuff like that nearly enough. So very, very, very important message. So could you tell us a little bit about how you got started and what your muse is?
Well, I got started because one of the things that I realized as far as we as women, we go through life in certain journeys depending on what we've experienced in life, and particularly if it involves trauma, whether it's domestic violence, sexual assault, or whatever. And one of the first things to go is a woman's sense of identity and power. And so what I do in my writings, I help women to not only reclaim their power and identity so that they can live their lives with dignity and resolve, but I help them to break free from the clenching jaws of their past. And so, and that was the reason why I wrote Woman, Find Thyself, because it is a sad day when a woman loses her power, because when you lose your power, you lose yourself. And and that's why Woman, Find Thyself was written.
So now, this is a book actually on Amazon, correct? You're a published author, correct?
It's, Evolution of a Woman, my Evolution of a Woman collection of poetry is on Amazon. But Woman, Find Thyself is going to be launching in June. And so although it's not a book of poetry, but some of those poems are in here. So,
What's your favorite thing that you've written of all time?
As far as poetry or... Okay. My favorite poem, is so hard to choose. I will say that Loving the Woman Within is my signature poem, but there are so many others, so I'm always torn as to which one to do because it speaks to the heart of every woman. But I would probably say Loving the Woman Within is one of my favorites. So
very powerful.
Ours too.
Thank you.
Ours too. Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
All right. So as the judges are working on their thoughts, those of you that are online, I think what I was told is that at the end you'll have an opportunity to cast your vote at the end of the act. So stay with us. That's a hook to stay with us. Judges, were you moved? Yes, I have 2 daughters as well. Same feedback, same thought was going through my head. It's actually inspiring me to be a better husband to my wife, right? I mean, we're being called out here, and for good reason. Judges. JP, what you got?
I'll just say, I've always been incredibly, I've always found a lot of personal strength by strong women. And I think that, your words were really beautiful. And I think that, you hear actions speak louder than words. But I've also always believed that words can be truly impactful in people's lives and transformational. And what you wrote, your words have so much meaning and influence on people around you. So I just say kudos and thanks for sharing that.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Judges, Tracy?
Cathy, where'd you go? Cathy, I'm curious to know, where do you work at Humana? Grievance and Appeals. You are a gem in this company. I will tell you that. And I'm sorry, I don't want to sound like Paula Abdul, but I'm probably going to for just a moment. Because that was such an empowering poem that you just read. And to have such influence, mine is a high title for this company, is so powerful. So thank you. And it's very courageous. So thank you for sharing that.
Absolutely. You good? Judges?
Anyone else feel led to share? Stacy?
Stacy. You got the box.
No, I don't want to belabor everybody with every comment that the judges might make, but I think that it was really good. I think poetry is meant to be performed, and I think that you really embodied that, and so I really appreciate not only the words, but how you conveyed them in your performance. So great job.
All right.